Comic-Con 2014 live here in the Jacob K. Javits Center in New York City on BeTerrific, also on geekbeat.tv and planet5d.com with a lot of syndication partners. Thank you so much for joining us. We've got Lance from ReedPOP right here. He's an executive VP, and you guys, ReedPOP, are the ones that put this entire show on. It's pretty unbelievable. We've been showing people stuff from the floor, we've been interviewing people on the floor, and of course on our set. First of all, thank you very much for having us.
Thanks for being here. You make the show, man.
Thank you, and thank you for being here.
My pleasure, absolutely and completely. And to be fair, you know, we just kind of build the tent here. It's everybody that comes inside, it's the fans and guys like you that make it happen. So.
How hard is it to put this on? How hard is it to build that tent?
Yeah. It's not a small tent, if you haven't noticed. So it takes all year. I mean, we start pretty much a week after this one ends, start planning for the next one. So it's a lot of logistics, it's a lot of creative work, and it's a lot of sleepless nights, I guess. So.
How did you guys start doing Comic-Con?
So it was 2006 was the very first New York Comic-Con, and it was a good friend of mine actually launched it, said, you know, there isn't a huge con in New York, and it turns out it's because it's insanely expensive to try and do anything in this city and this building.
Yeah.
But we pulled it together, and the first year there was about 25,000 people there, but it was pandemonium because we were expecting 10. So the police shut us down. It was crazy.
I remember this.
Yeah, it was nuts.
And it was insane. And you know, I think you guys have done a great job to make improvements to that. We've got badges with RFID tags on them. We've got real tight security.
Yep.
We've got make sure everybody's safe. We've got signs. I love your signs. You know, there was a lot of. I love all the signage. I love the designs of the logos and everything. But I also liked your signs that said "Cosplay is not consent."
Yeah, absolutely.
And I thought that was really important. It's like, hey, look, here's the deal, guys. Come, have fun, do your thing, be who you are. But that doesn't mean that because some girls in fishnets or some guys wearing no shirt that you can go up and put your hands all over that
Exactly. Well, you look at it this way, like the entire show has evolved since 2006 in every single possible way, and we're also asking all the people in the building to evolve to the thinking and the respect of the 21st century. So cosplay as not consent was a way to kind of not so gently remind people to be good people. You know?
How many vendors are here?
All right, so we've got about 1,000 that are on the show floor here, right? That are like brands and booths. But then over in Artist Alley, there's about 600 artists that are doing sketches and commissions and things like that. So there's a lot to do.
And then you've got the panels and all sorts of other stuff. To give people an idea, how big is this facility? It's got to be hundreds of thousands of square feet.
Oh, yeah. It's almost 1 million, actually.
Wow.
So I think it's totals up around 900,000 square feet, the facility, and we take every corner of it and then some of it, yeah.
And talk about Super Week. Super Week is new this year. There have been a lot of really cool events. We wanted to stream some stuff live from Super Week. We didn't get the chance to do it this year. We hope to do it next year. And we also wanted to go out and shoot some coverage. But you know, this is exhausting. We've got a really great crew, and I think that we've worn them to the bone. So next year we can come a little bit more equipped maybe.
This show seems like enough. And then we went ahead and launched that citywide festival that you mentioned, Super Week, which is 110 events over 10 days in 25 venues all over all the boroughs of New York City. So we're busting out of the Javits because frankly, we're busting at the seams in the Javits, and we're taking the entire kind of geek movement citywide.
Taking the whole city over.
That's the plan.
Talk about the atmosphere and the idea that people can be who they are, they can have fun, they can, there's no judgment.
Yeah. Well, I mean, one of the reasons people love coming to shows like this is it's community, it's self-expression, it's passion. You know when you come to a show like New York Comic Con, you're going to meet people that think like you or think similar to you. So, you know, having a safe environment where you can express yourself and be who you want to be without fear of judgment is really what shows like this are ultimately based on. It's community, you know? It's safety. It's knowing that you're going to have a good time without judgment.
And it's a good family, you know? It's finally a place where geeks and nerds can come and have a family and not be bullied or told that they're menial or that they're nobody or nothing. And I think it's also starting to change the culture in general, which I love.
Yeah, as do I. Like the idea of a geek being something lesser is, you know, those days are long,
I always say, you know, it's funny, I always wanted to do stand-up. And a couple years ago, I thought I'd go do an open mic night. So I really don't like the idea of putting together a set of bits, because I'm not somebody who will sell a joke more than once. I can't sell anything more than once, right? So like I tell people, they come on, they want to know the questions, and I won't tell them, never. I've interviewed presidents, I've interviewed all these people, celebrities, whatever. I won't ever give questions because I say, listen, if I give you a question or I ask you too much before an interview, then you sell it as passionate as you are, and then I ask you on air, and you sell it half as passionate as you are, because you've already told me, and I took the wind out of you. I'm the same way. I can't really get that energy twice on the same joke. And so, but I did have this joke about how, geeks were the new, we were the new studs.
Yeah.
Because we could fix, so we could, after we're done, enjoying our partner, well, we could fix their computer so they could get back to work, And I thought like that, I mean, that's why we're like celebrities now. And then of course, because geeks are doing financially a lot better because video games are more popular and all this stuff and all that, and the movies and all that. So, and apps and all that stuff. So that geeks are financially doing better, which also doesn't hurt.
It doesn't hurt at all. Yeah. No, not at all.
So, what are the future plans?
Really, it's about a couple of things. It's taking the event citywide. It's the Super Week model, which is the future of New York Comic Con here. But for ReedPOP, we're doing a lot of global expansion. So we launched shows in India this year, 5 events in India, 4 events in Australia. We just this week announced we're launching an event in Paris. And then here in the United States, we launched BookCon, which is sort of Comic-Con for the literary crowd, if you will. We launched Special Edition, which is our comics-focused small event in the summer.
You guys are not very busy.
No, we're busy. And
I'm making a joke. See, I can't be a
No. I was shaking my head, actually lamenting the fact that, oh God, we're busy.
Too busy.
Yeah, too busy.
Well, it's really awesome here. Do you have a favorite thing or a favorite moment?
There's a couple of favorite things, but I'll focus on Legos, which is where I choose to invest all of my spare dollars, as meager as they may be. In terms of moments, it's honestly, it's watching fans. I mean, you get these moments where you walk around and you just overhear conversations, like, man, this is the greatest weekend of the year, like, I've been looking forward to this, or just they discover something, they see something, you overhear these moments of like joy. Right? Adulation. Somebody totally admiring somebody's costume that they took so long to build, and like, that's what this is about. Like, I mean, the brands in the booths are all really cool, but like, we're all here for the fans. Like, that's the best part. You
said 10,000 people is what you expected the first year. Did you ever expect that it would grow like this? 133,000 people sold out, people scalping?
I don't know if it was in our dreams or our nightmares, but yeah, no, we didn't see this coming.
And is it weird if people scalp? I mean, do you like that?
No, we don't like it at all.
Right.
Like, it's capitalism, though. It's a little bit tough to stop water from flowing.
It's impossible to stop, but I agree with you. I think that it'd be nice if people bought them who wanted them, and if you don't want them, then you let the people who want them buy them.
There's an argument to be made that, look, it's efficiency, right? Somebody that's leaving a show and isn't going to come back in, they sell their badge. Somebody that wants to get in for the rest of the afternoon can buy it. There's a certain efficiency to it.
I don't have as much of a problem with.
It's the gouging that I find extremely distasteful.
Right, and it's like, oh, I'll somehow get online, get that, and then just completely sell it for...
Or jack up the price and take advantage of somebody.
I think you guys have done a really good job of policing that, of stopping it. And I think the other thing, though, is you do see them selling for a lot online. It's a testament to how bad people want to be here, and how, and that's great. And that is great. But but you've done a great job of policing it, which is great. I got to commend you guys.
Thank you.
You've done a wonderful job here completely.
Thanks.
And it's been phenomenal. It's been a great experience. And the union here, you've got them. I've never seen the union work like this. They work hard. They've taken great care of us. They've been fair.
Good.
Local 3, they're awesome.
Good. Shout out to Local 3. I like this. This guy's smart. You know what you're doing.
They're awesome. They do a great job. They've been so kind to us, and I know to you guys, and I love it. I can't wait till next year.
Glad you're having a good time.
I got some presents for you. We've got one of these electro kids from WowWee. You push the little tummy, and you get some music going or some noise, and look what happens, the hair moves. It's really good inspiration, especially when you have a long or busy, tiring day. That'll inspire you.
It's what's been missing from my life, actually, and missing from my home. It will tie the room together, just like the rug in The Big Lebowski, you know what I mean? Like, this is what you need to tie the room together.
I think it's perfect, and we've got some Senor Sangria for you as well.
Wow. So we're getting boozed up, and we're going to get...
Well, we got to keep the party going, right?
It's beautiful.
This is one big party.
This is, in fact, terrific.
Thank you very much. That's
My
Lance
pleasure.
from ReedPOP. I'm Michael Artsis. We'll be back with a whole lot more from Comic-Con 2014 in New York City, the best city in the world, the Big Apple, right after this. Stay with us.